In today's video, we will be discussing the shocking news of the sudden collapse of FTX, a major player in the cryptocurrency space. Just a few short months ago, FTX was valued at a staggering $32 billion, but now it has filed for bankruptcy, leading many to compare it to the infamous Lehman Brothers collapse during the financial crisis. The founder of FTX and Alameda Research, Sam Bankman-Fried, had become a well-known figure in the crypto world and had even made it onto lists of the wealthiest people under 30. The fall of FTX has sent shockwaves throughout the crypto community and has even caught the attention of Congress and the SEC, who are investigating the events leading up to the bankruptcy. In this video, we will be taking a step-by-step look at what happened. You've probably heard of FTX or Sam Bankman-Fried at some time in the past several years thanks to celebrity endorsements and partnerships in major sports. The 30-year-old creator of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX is Sam Bankman-Fried, also known by his screen name SBF. At his wealthiest, he had a net worth of $26.5 billion. Since cryptocurrency investment has gained greater acceptance in recent years, many people have used crypto exchanges to buy various cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ether, Luna, Solana, and Matic, to mention a few. SBF and FTX both increased in popularity as cryptocurrency did. In late 2017, SBF co-founded Alameda Research, a cryptocurrency hedge fund named after his birthplace. In 2019, SBF founded his own cryptocurrency exchange, FTX, based on the success of Alameda. The exchange quickly expanded thanks to high-profile acquisitions, a huge marketing budget, and assurances of high returns. Users were informed that FTX offered far greater yields than other conventional banks did. SBF rose to fame in the cryptocurrency ecosystem by serving as a sort of crypto poster boy. Famous people including Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, and Larry David served as ambassadors for FTX when he recruited celebrities to support the exchange. Kevin O'Leary has acknowledged receiving $15 million in compensation for serving as the exchange's spokesman. FTX secured an enormous $400 million in a financing round in January of this year, bringing the total capital to $2 billion and the valuation to $32 billion. It's important to note that FTX gained enough popularity to buy the rights to rename the Miami Heat arena the FTX Arena. According to reports, FTX agreed to rename the Miami Arena in June 2021 as part of a $135 million, 19-year contract. Some doubters at the time questioned how a two-year-old corporation could sign such lengthy contracts. As one could expect, the team and the city no longer want to be connected to a scandalous crypto exchange. Now let's look at a timeline leading to the demise of the exchange. November 2nd, a worrying story regarding FTX and Alameda Research is published by CoinDesk. The allegations that FTT, the native FTX coin, was Alameda Research's principal asset were covered in length in the paper. Because FTX was utilizing FTT as collateral on its balance sheet, this raised some doubts. As a result, there were concerns regarding the capital of FTX and Alameda as the assets were connected to a hazardous and volatile token. Binance sells its FTT holdings on November 6th. According to the CoinDesk story, the competing exchange Binance declared it will sell FTT worth around $530 million. In response to these most recent findings, billionaire Changpeng Zhao, CEO of Binance, tweeted that Binance will be selling any outstanding FTT tokens. As a result, investors scrambled to withdraw their funds from FTX, believing that this would be the next cryptocurrency business to fail. As a result, the price of FTT tokens fell. When the withdrawal demands reached an estimated $6 billion, FTX was unable to handle them. As a result, FTX had a liquidity crisis, which basically means they ran out of money to process the withdrawal requests. $6 billion worth of withdrawals in just 72 hours was enough for FTX to halt withdrawals. In a tweet that has since been removed, SBF attempted to reassure investors that everything was all right. Binance announces a deal to purchase FTX on November 8th. In order to aid with the liquidity crisis, Binance revealed they had signed a non-binding agreement to buy FTX. The deal, however, failed when the due diligence was completed. The very following day, Binance said that they were unable to complete the acquisition of FTX due to reports of improper management of user cash and an alleged U.S. government probe. As investors struggled to understand what was going on, the following few days were characterized by turmoil and fear. On November 11th, FTX and all of its subsidiaries file for bankruptcy. The unavoidable occurred, and the business had to seek bankruptcy protection following an abrupt collapse. This had an immediate impact on the whole Bitcoin market, and we are still seeing the aftereffects today. BlockFi suspends client withdrawals as of November 14. Since FTX's bankruptcy, there have been a lot of casualties. BlockFi received SBF's $400 million lifeline to stabilize the business over the course of the summer. Due to its substantial exposure to FTX, BlockFi halted customer withdrawals after FTX collapsed in November. On November 28, 2022, BlockFi ultimately filed for bankruptcy, listing 100,000 creditors and liabilities between $1 billion and $10 billion. December 23 charged. SBF was accused of 8 counts of fraud and conspiracy by federal prosecutors from the Southern District of New York, aka an extremely tough, elite group of attorneys who seldom lose in white-collar cases. He allegedly misused FTX clients' deposits by utilizing the money for expenses and debts of Alameda, his crypto hedge fund. And if that weren't enough, Ray, the SBF replacement, spent the day criticizing the massive incompetence that existed prior to FTX and Alameda collapsing. Under oath, no less, Ray described the previous executives as a very small group of grossly inexperienced and unsophisticated individuals. Ray also provided evidence of that mismanagement by revealing that FTX used QuickBooks to manage its company, which had a peak market value of more than $30 billion. On December 21, SBF told a court in the Bahamas he will consent to extradition to the U.S. At this point it was found that allegedly SBF gave more than $70 million to U.S. politicians and fundraising organizations in the 2021-22 election season, together with the U.S. division of FTX and other key executives. He pushed Congress and U.S. authorities about crypto legislation, and he was the second-largest sponsor of Democratic-leaning groups during the most recent midterm elections. December 22, $250 million bail. A federal magistrate court decided that SBF should be freed on a $250 million bail even though he is facing a number of criminal allegations in the U.S. When the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York revealed that 2 of SBF's closest associates had admitted guilt to fraud charges associated with FTX's implosion, exacerbating SBF's legal problems. Both Gary Wang, a co-founder of FTX who was accused by authorities of developing the underlying programming that hurt the exchange's regular users, and Caroline Ellison, who oversaw FTX's trading affiliate Alameda, consented to work with federal prosecutors. There will be more inquiries into this topic as the FTX situation is still being untangled. It's hard to understand how a business could invest in the naming rights of an NBA building one year and then declare bankruptcy the next. As investors and government representatives try to understand what occurred with FTX, there are more questions than there are solutions. Almost usually, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you found the information we presented to be insightful and informative. If you have any further questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out our other videos for more analysis and discussions on current events and issues. We'll see you in the next one.